My name is David Meltzer, and I'm the Secretary General of GVF. As communities prepare for and respond to disasters, whether man-made or natural, their ability to recover from the disaster that ultimately strikes is often a function of the community's resilience. And resilience is a keystone to the ability of satellites, whether communications, navigation, Earth observation satellites, to withstand disasters and prove invaluable in responding to and recovering from disasters. Although the COVID-19 pandemic differs from other disasters in leaving property relatively unaffected, its impact on people is great. Another particularly challenging aspect of the COVID-19 disaster is the geographic scale. Rather than impacting a region within a single country, as is the case with many disasters, the pandemic is global. As with other disasters, satellites are proving critical in providing communications to hospitals, businesses, students, and individual consumers. Governments, of course, are relying on satellites to distribute life-saving information and develop response plans. Although the damage brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic is great, satellites again are proving indispensable in responding to the pandemic, as regularly occurs following other disasters. While it seems that all news reporting is focused on the COVID-19 pandemic, the reason why the satellite industry is best able to address the effects of the disaster is that its infrastructure is largely out of harm's way, thousands of kilometers above the disaster in space. The satellites are solar powered, always on, and providing connectivity 99.999% or more. From their perch in space, they can beam their signals to whole regions of the world spanning millions of kilometers. The resilience of the satellite communications network is proven itself once again. At a time when the satellite industry is providing services to medical personnel via telemedicine services, to students and teachers via distance learning services, to governments and news organizations via broadcast services, and to hospitals, consumers, and small business via direct-to-home internet and community Wi-Fi, the industry is simultaneously responding to natural disasters. As the response to the COVID-19 pandemic continues, the satellite industry will remain a critical component of the response to the pandemic, along with natural and man-made disasters. Unfortunately, the industry-leading CABSAT conference has necessarily had to be postponed to October. GVF, which is the sole global trade association representing the entire satellite ecosystem, provides benefits to its members in a variety of ways, such as advocacy, training, and promotion. GVF organizes and helps populate panel discussions at conferences around the world, and CABSAT is just one example where GVF has organized panels for the conference. As a result of the pandemic and consequent postponement of CABSAT and other conferences, GVF has increased its digital footprint to provide its members with additional avenues to promote their products and services, advance their regulatory agendas, and advance their corporate and industry interests. To name just a few examples of the platforms GVF is extending to our members to enable them to overcome the effects of the pandemic on their business, GVF has produced podcasts furthering the industry's regulatory interest, increased the frequency with which GVF publishes its e-bulletin, which is a vehicle for GVF members to promote their products and services, begun producing webinars that will be webcasted, and provide forums for GVF members to be represented on virtual panels to promote their products and services, their regulatory agendas, and other corporate interests. Once the travel and other restrictions are lifted and trade conferences such as CABSAT resume, GVF will again organize and populate panels to afford our members the opportunity to promote their interests. Undoubtedly, some or all of the additional platforms we have extended in response to the pandemic will remain key components of the value we provide our many members from around the world.